There was once a young monk whose mind was like a storm. He wanted peace, focus, and clarity, but his thoughts were a battlefield. Every morning, as he tried to meditate, his mind would wander to the past, to the future, to desires and fears that had no end. One day, overwhelmed, he went to his master and said, "Master, I cannot control my mind. The more I try, the louder it becomes." The old master, calm as the morning breeze, handed him a bowl filled to the brim with water. "Take this bowl," he said, "and carry it to the top of that mountain, but be careful. Not a single drop must be spilled." The young monk obeyed. As he walked, the wind howled, the birds sang, and villagers called his name, yet he ignored them all. His eyes were fixed on the trembling water, every step deliberate, every breath controlled. His legs burned, but his focus never broke. When he finally reached the summit, exhausted but successful, the master was waiting for him. "Tell me," asked the master, "did you see the beautiful flowers along the trail?" "No, master," replied the young monk, panting. "I saw nothing but the water." The master smiled. "That is the essence of a disciplined mind. You didn't see the distractions because you had something precious to carry. When you know what you're holding, your attention becomes unshakable." From that day on, the monk understood. The mind cannot be disciplined without purpose. The master later explained, "An undisciplined mind is like an arrow without a target. It flies in all directions, but hits nothing." Most people waste their strength chasing too many things. They want success, but also comfort. They want progress, but also ease. Their energy leaks through 1,000 tiny holes of distraction. But once a person chooses one clear goal, all those scattered thoughts begin to align, like soldiers obeying a command. "Energy flows where attention goes," the master said. "If you want power, first choose your direction." So the monk wrote his purpose on a stone and placed it near his bed. Every morning he asked himself, "What can I do today that brings me closer to this?" Slowly, his life became simpler, his focus sharper. One evening, the master took the monk to a field where 10 horses ran wildly in all directions. "Your thoughts are like these horses," the master said. "If you do not hold the reins, they will drag you wherever they please. But if you learn to guide them, their strength becomes your greatest ally." The young monk began training his mind as one trains a horse, patiently, daily, without anger. He meditated each morning, and when his thoughts wandered, he gently pulled them back. Not with frustration, but with awareness. Each time he returned to focus, he felt his inner strength grow. Discipline, he learned, was not about suppression, it was about direction. As his training continued, the young monk began to notice how easily the world steals attention. Noise, gossip, envy, screens, endless comparisons. The master told him, "Distractions are not your enemies, your attachment to them is. Every time you say yes to what doesn't matter, you say no to what does." So before beginning anything important, the monk closed his eyes and whispered, "Now I choose to be whole in this moment." That small ritual changed everything. He no longer fought distractions, he simply chose not to feed them. His focus deepened, his peace expanded, and his days became clear as still water. Months later, the monk returned to his master, calm and strong. He said, "Master, I finally understand. When I didn't know what I wanted, my mind was restless. But when I chose a single purpose, my doubts disappeared." The master nodded. "When you know your why, every how becomes lighter. Discipline isn't chains, it's the path to freedom. A clear mind doesn't resist life, it moves with it." The monk smiled. For the first time, silence felt natural. Effort no longer felt heavy. His thoughts, once wild, now followed him like loyal companions. Final message. The mind is the most powerful tool you possess, but only if you learn to guide it. Discipline is not about being harsh with yourself. It's about giving your energy a home. When your purpose is clear, distractions lose their power. When your attention is trained, chaos becomes calm. True mastery begins not by conquering the world, but by conquering your own mind. As the master said before fading into the horizon, mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is power.